So Maine's rankings are not a secret, right? So I've been hearing this my entire adult life. We're lagging economically. I've also, my entire adult life, heard people running for office, in various positions of authority or power that are, promising to fix these things. Bills move through the legislature every single year to fix these things, yet here we are in the same place that we've been, talking about being for a very long time. So why is it not improving?
Well, someone once said that for every complicated problem, there are answers that are clear, simple, and dead wrong. And I think Maine may be the poster child for sort of that kind of behavior. We look at enormously complicated problems and consistently bring short-term, often self-interested solutions to them instead of looking at underlying causes and structural issues. If we see a problem, here's the problem, let's fix it with this solution. So people want to get back to work, they need child care, we'll give them child care. Education's expensive, we'll try to make it free. That sort of thinking goes on throughout the policy development process, and no one steps back and says, okay, big picture, what's Maine's real situation? How do we become more competitive? How do we attract capital and jobs and solve these problems structurally instead of continuing to try to put Band-Aids on open arteries?
So my comparison to that, the way a lot of successful businesses are run and businesses that I've worked in my career, it's mapping out where you're going, and then it's what do we have to do to get there? What do we got to do in a year? What do we got to do in the next 30 days? And then it's having a structure where you're constantly evaluating the work that you're doing and the progress you're making toward that goal. And as you're inching along, if there are issues that come up, you sort of address them always in the context of where you're headed. I don't know that there's a long-term vision that everyone's marching toward in Maine, and I think that's probably a big part of the problem.
Well, you absolutely put your finger on it. I mean, that is the issue. There's no overarching strategic plan to help the state and all of the various interest groups. You walk into a legislative hearing room in Maine, and there, however many lobbyists there are, they each represent a particular narrow special interest. There's nobody in there, and there's really no process for saying, given what we're dealing with, what's the best long-term strategic solution for Maine? So everybody's saying, my group wants this. And the legislature's basically become a traffic cop or a candy store, approving various particular special asks for individual special interests. That keeps us sort of conflicting with each other instead of working together to move the state ahead.